Who?
I'm Peter.
Yeah. So what?
You're kind of confused. Look, I want to make sure that everyone gets paid.
Who are you?
My name's Mark. I'm a friend of Dennis. That's all. And the thing is, there's something come up from, like, obviously you want to be paid, the other girl wants to be paid.
No. What? Let's get one thing fucking straight, right?
No, but just before
No,
we
hang on. Listen.
I am listening.
You don't know who I am or what I am. Now listen.
What does that mean?
Google. Listen, right? I don't give a fuck who those other people are, right? I own this shop. He's in it.
But there's a lease, is there not?
No, there's no fucking lease. He is technically a squatter. He has no paperwork. He has nothing. I've told him I'll allow him to stay here as long as he pays me the rent because he's trying to sell the business. If he doesn't sell, where's the lease? Where's the lease?
Well, the agent said you've got a copy of it.
The lease is not in his name.
No, it's not.
The person whose name the lease in has abandoned the shop.
No, he
Yes, he has.
There's
He's not
contracts in
here.
place.
He's not here.
There's contracts in place.
There is no contracts in place.
There is.
He is a fucking squatter.
He's
Now,
not
listen.
fucking, and
Listen.
he's not a squatter.
Okay, I've got O'Neill's locksmith standing by. Do I get my fucking rent now, or do I get a
The
locksmith?
rent gets paid in the way it normally.
No, it doesn't fucking not.
Okay.
Do you understand that? That bloke has nothing to do with me. He's the fucking bloke in there now. He pays me, or I kick him out and I change the locks. It's that fucking simple, and I'm not here to argue about it.
I'm telling you about it.
Show me the fucking lease. Where's your lease? You told me the other day you got no paperwork.
You've got a
You've got
copy
a
of
copy
it.
of the lease.
Not in his fucking name.
No.
And then that lease, when the guy is not here working in the shop, is null and fucking void. There is no provision in that lease to sublet. There is no provision in that lease to hand it over. Now I know it's not sublet. That bloke is gone. He's here. I want my rent today, or he's out. Do you understand that?
Can you just, all we ask is for a proper invoice to be sent. And so
Here's an invoice.
Okay. Can we pay that now?
When?
Today.
What time?
We'll go and get the cash and have it sent in there.
Go and have the cash, and I'll come back. You understand? You
Is
put
there
your
a
name
bank
on there.
account to put that into?
I've given him all the bank details.
Oh, okay. Then you've got the bank details now.
There it is there.
We don't mind, there's no problem with paying, but the challenge we've got, and please understand, because we want to do the right thing by you, believe it or not, we do, is if there's no lease, and this other guy apparently has a lease according to Aidan, according to the previous owners, and according to him, according to the paperwork that we've seen. So if there's a lease in place and that doesn't get paid by that person, which is how it's always done and always paid early, and now Dennis doesn't have a lease, that guy can be kissed goodbye now from you because he's now in
Just
breach.
He's already breached. He's not here.
Well, he would be in breach according to the law because he hasn't paid it.
This, I'm a
Therefore,
licensed real
please
estate
don't be
agent. I
finished.
probably know more than most
You
of you
probably do,
about properties.
But isn't it true that if he doesn't now have a lease, you could come in tomorrow and say, look, pack your stuff up at the end of the month?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why we just want to stick to the contracts.
Absolutely. But
That's
the
all.
contract's not in place. The moment it changed hands, and the moment that guy's not here, it's null and void. It is a null and void lease.
So, I mean, are you planning to get rid of Dennis at any point?
No, he told me he doesn't want to be here. He wants to sell the
That's right,
business,
yeah.
right? I told him he can stay here for as long as he pays the rent. He pays the rent. I'm not dealing with a third party. I'm only dealing with him.
We'd be happy to have that, but there's just nothing you're writing to protect Dennis. Nothing whatsoever. That's what, and look, as you've probably experienced, you're very experienced in this, more than all of us combined. He's the least experienced, and it's very easy to walk over him. You don't know us, we don't know you. How do we know that there's any protection there for him? We
There's
don't,
no
do we?
protection there for him.
Okay, can we?
He's gone in there, paid somebody something. I don't know what you thought you got for that. Wasn't plant equipment. All the plant equipment belongs to the shop. It's written down in the lease.
We've also got
You've
another-
already sold some of that.
Yeah, but we've also got another contract that actually says that that belongs to the business owner who then sold it to us. So we're both.
Have a look at the lease. Have a look at the lease. All the plant equipment is listed there in that lease as belonging to the shop, and it also states in the lease, which is normal for a commercial shop, anything bolted to the floor or bolted to the wall becomes the property of the landlord.
Of course.
It's that simple.
There's also another paperwork that was actually before that lease that has been signed.
Well, it was before the lease.
Please.
The lease it takes precedent over that.
Aidan's confirmed, and he's actually said that it looks like he's made an error in paperwork, that when the paperwork he gave to you, He's actually speaking to his lawyer today to sort that out, and apparently he's going to give you a call as well. So it's not that anyone's trying to dodge you. The rent that Dennis has always paid has actually been paid always 4 or 5 days early, and it was in Aidan's account at least 1 day early every single time. So there's no plans to not pay. There really isn't. The thing that we're worried about is that pretty much you're just going to say, Dennis, I'm sorry, mate, you don't have to lease, you're out. Paying or not paying. That's the thing that worries us.
He says he doesn't want to be here, right?
That's correct. Well, it's not that he doesn't want to be, he wants to sell it.
He wants to sell it. What's he got to sell? What's he got to sell?
According to your paperwork, not much. But according to the
got
other
no lease.
paperwork,
He
he's
doesn't
got a
own
bit.
any plant equipment.
On your paperwork, that's correct. On the other paperwork, it says otherwise.
What other paperwork? Was I shown that paperwork before I settled on the property?
Apparently you weren't.
No, well, we didn't. So,
Even Dennis said that he actually reached out to call you, and you were like, well, I thought Ken was supposed to be the one in there. So even you didn't know. And I think it's a little bit unfair that they didn't tell you that either.
well, we'll take that matter up with them.
So both of you guys have been kept in the dark, and everyone just wanted their money, unfortunately.
Put it this way, right? What time can I get that money?
Before close of business today, I'll be in the bank account before 5 o'clock.
Okay. Just one other thing, right?
Yeah.
When I settle anything, right, I don't fuck around with solicitors. So you can take that for whoever you want, right? I do
Well,
not
I
fuck
understand
around
what
with
that means.
solicitors. We catch and kill our own, right?
So you're talking physically.
You can interpret any way you want it, but I don't
Well, I
fuck
don't
around
interpret,
paying
I just-
solicitors
Tell us
3,
what you're
4.
telling us. What are you saying?
If I don't get the rent, he's out. He's out on his ass. I'll have to bring a couple of blacks down here to fucking throw him out, I will.
So you're
With a
prepared to go
locksmith.
against the law?
Like that. I'm in the right.
I'm
I'm a
not
real
fucking-
estate agent. I'm a
If
licensed
you're in
real
the
estate
right, then you
agent.
stick to
He's
the
a
law
squatter.
and you follow the law.
He's a squatter.
No, he's not. That's not the
Where's
definition
your
of
paperwork?
squatter.
Where's your lease?
Well, where's your paperwork? You're
I've got
asking
the
us
lease.
for ours. Well, let's move
I've
on.
got the lease. I'm the owner. Owner's 9/10 of the law. I own it. He doesn't. He hasn't even got a lease. He's got nothing.
Well, then, if you're right, why make threats outside the law?
Because I don't want to go through the process of paying solicitors $300 to $400 an hour to do it. I can do it within an hour. It's that simple. It's only a phone call and it'll happen. Right?
So you're saying if rent's not paid, the heavies will make sure we pay.
Hmm?
If the rent's not paid, you're saying the heavies will make sure that we pay.
It'll make sure it'll be paid. It won't make sure it'll be paid. It'll make sure it'll be paid or he's out. Right? I don't fuck around.
Will they physically drag him out of the shop?
Have to.
Will they hurt him?
No.
They won't hurt him.
No.
So if someone hurts him that you'll send here, where does that leave us?
Look, here's a squatter, right? If he had a lease, and legally to get him out, we'll have to go to Southport Court and get a termination notice to leave, right? The judge normally makes that you have to vacate within 24 hours, right? But if I go, I'm not point going to Southport Court because he hasn't got any paperwork, he hasn't got a lease, right? So the only other way to do it, and I could do it this way, he hasn't paid the rent, I can ring the police. I'll say, I have a squatter in my property. They will come here very politely, very nicely, and ask you to leave. That's it.
Okay. All right. If we were to give you a call today, would you answer?
Of course, I always answer.
I appreciate that. And like I said, our goal is that we don't want people not to get paid. Dennis can't afford to pay 2 people because the other guy's got a contract with him saying that he has to pay him as well.
None of mine.
Well,
Look, I'll tell
according
you
to all
what,
parties, it's not. Have you actually seen that paperwork though? I
the
don't think
lease.
you have. No, not just the lease, but
No,
the
it's-
other paperwork.
Look, there's no assignment of the lease. There's no clause in that lease that you can sublet. Even if there was, you have to get permission from the previous owner, you have to sublet, and then there has to be an attachment to that lease stating 2 papers attached to that lease. One, this is the new tenant who has all the rights and privileges and things and that of the preceding lease, blah, blah, blah. It's an attachment. You don't rewrite a new lease. Now, you should rewrite a new lease, which will cost, the solicitor's going to cost you $1,600 to do that. However, an attachment will suffice, which is a lot cheaper. He hasn't got that. He hasn't got anything.
I know he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Is there any way that you would put something together in writing that says that you're not going to kick him out if he pays?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've told him that.
Okay, would we be able to get that today, please?
Got an email, I'll email it to you.
All right, that'll be
Because
great.
I said to him here the other day, I'm dealing with him, I'm not dealing with third parties.
Well, thanks
He's
for
in
talking
there.
with us
They're
today.
not in
Appreciate
there.
that.
He's in there. They're not in there. Right? He can stay there for as long as he pays the rent. It's that simple.
We have no problem with that. Seriously, we don't.
I told him if he wants to sell the shop or anything like that, I've got no problem with that. I'll check out the new prospects, see that they're
Well, the thing
okay
is,
and everything
if we
like
get
that.
someone new in that's got some better credentials financially that can actually sign a lease and cross your T's and dot your I's, that's a goal for us as well, because that also helps tenants sell.
Now look, there's another few issues here too, right? How long since you've had the grease trap pumped out?
It's a grease trap. Did you know that had to be pumped out?
It's got to be pumped out every month by Gold Coast City Council.
Okay.
They will send you the owner a letter showing where you've had a qualified, certified, whatever it is, to pump it out.
So how do we just call the council and ask them about
You
that?
can call the council, they'll probably give you the name of the people that will do it.
Okay, well, let's put that as a thing to do.
Second thing you've got to do, right? Check your filters there, right? You've got to change this month.
Okay, that's a legal thing, is it?
It's a legal thing, but it's not only that's a fire hazard. You've got all
Okay.
that grease and dirt, shit built up in them, it's out, shops catch on fire.
Well, that makes sense. If that's something we have to do, then there's no problem with that.
You look them up under chimney sweeps. As funny as that may sound, right? They come round with new filters, they put them in, they take the old ones away. They'll do that on a monthly basis.
Okay. Happy to do all that. Seriously.
You do it for your sake.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you know that we don't know? And obviously you've got some experience here that could help us.
Well, I own parts. Well, the other thing you've got to do, of course, which is normally, have you got public liability? Probably haven't.
I think that's there. I think that's there. Because I remember reading the documents.
If someone's doing a hot cup
Yeah.
of coffee on them or anything like
can
that,
see, yeah.
Okay, I'll check the bank today.
Okay.
Give me an email, write down your email, I'll email you.
Can you text?
Text
you
it
can
to
text
me.
it to you. Yes, that'd be
You
good.
can stay
Please.
here for as long as you pay the rent. But I want to collect it from you, not a third party. They're nothing to me.
All right. If you could send that to us, that would be comforting. Thank you.
Text me your number and I'll send it via the phone.
Okay then.
Thank you.